Hello artistic adventurers and welcome back to Sketch Quest. We here at TYG have teamed up with some incredible artists to bring you this series of tips to help you start your adventure right. But before we can leave Tutorial Island, we need to brush up on a few skills. And don't worry if you're just starting out, because I'll be learning alongside you. And don't forget to use the hashtag SketchQuest so you can share your results with us. Let's see what today's quest is, shall we? We are back and ready for action with JLP, VTuber artist extraordinaire. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming back. What is our quest for today?
So today I'm going to show you how to use 3D references in your artwork. So there are a few places where we can look at for 3D references. I'm sure there's a lot more online, but these are the main 4 that I use. One of the first websites we're going to look at is called Pixel Squid, and it has lots of different spinnable 3D objects, which means that you can see them in a 360 view and move them around. This is really handy so that if you want a certain object, you can just move it to where you want. It has lots of different objects as well, so you can pretty much search most things and be able to find it on the site. The second site I actually use quite a lot, especially on my iPad, but I found out recently they also have it on a website as well, and it's called Magic Poser. So this is a really handy site because it has quite a few different human models that you can move in any direction, use any camera angles to be able to create your art with. Clip Studio Paint is an art software, however it does have a 3D materials part in it as well. So within the software you're able to pull up 3D materials and move them and use them how you like as well, which can be super handy. Mashi is just demonstrating there. She's so flexible.
I know, right? I wish I was this flexible.
So you can move the camera angles, move all the angles like so. So if you happen to be using Clip Studio Paint, that's a really good resource for 3D models as well. And the last software I like to use is on Steam. It's called VRM Posing. So if you by any chance like to do 3D models like Vroids, you can upload them into a VRM Posing like here, and you can actually move it around and then you can look at the poses from there. So here I've used the VRM Poser and I've just taken my Vroid models and we're going to be able to break them down to see how the poses are. So we can trace over the poses and then we could use those poses in our artwork. So when we're done, we can use this to make a reference. We can always take the background off like so. And that's a really helpful way to be able to see how we're going to pose our characters in the scene. So today's quest is to check out the websites for 3D posing and modeling. Use 3D models in your art and experiment with them and have fun.
And use the hashtag SketchQuest so you can share your creations with us. Thank you very much for joining us again today, JLP.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure as always. You can find her on all the social medias. Remember to drop a like and subscribe if you have been enjoying SketchQuest so far. We'll be back with another SketchQuest. Until then, we'll see you later, taters. Bye!
Bye!